Hello, sweet friends. It's Crystal here, and welcome back to my cottage. I'm so excited to share my Nostalgic Cottage home tour with you guys today, and I'm even going to be taking you all on a little Christmas trip with our family. So grab yourself a cup of hot cocoa, and let's get into the Christmas spirit of home. So we're going to be starting out in my fireside room, guys, and I had to share this beautiful King of Christmas tree with y'all. King of Christmas sent me their 7.5-foot king flocked Christmas tree this year, and I really just feel so blessed and honored to have this tree and to be able to showcase it for you guys. So this beauty is so full and it's so real looking, even though it is a faux tree. I love that it comes with these gloves to help you with the flocking, and it comes with this adorable bag to store it in after you take it down. Now guys, this year I wanted to share just a few things I picked up for my Christmas tree that is trending for Christmas 2024, and that is the color red, velvet ribbon and ornaments, and of course all things nostalgic and traditional. I also wanted to share these adorable hanging cowbells. My husband just put one screw into this bar and into our fireplace mantle, and these bells are a showstopper every single year that I use them. This is the before of my living room, and then this is what it looks like all decorated for Christmas. I love my fireside room and getting to have a real wood burning fire, especially for Christmas time and for the holidays. So you guys, for my fireplace this year, I just simply layered some garlands on my mantle, and then I decorated my hearth with these beautiful ice skates that I actually found thrifting. I ordered these adorable stockings off of Amazon. I will link those. And then, of course, this nostalgic little Santa Claus and this joy pillow I also got while out thrifting. Now, I told you guys that red and velvet were trending this year, and traditional and nostalgic decor is also trending this year. So I wanted to bring red into every area and every corner of my fireside room this year. I did that by bringing in these beautiful bows to put on my Christmas tree. I also made some beautiful bows for the stockings, and then you'll see these adorable red velvet bulbed ornaments that I got from Hobby Lobby. Inside of my tree, I tucked those in the tree, and then I also tucked them in to the garland on my mantle as well. Of course, I finished off the look with some white reindeer that are wooden and some red candles. I think candles at Christmas time are just beautiful. Now for the mantle, guys, I layered two different kinds of garland here. Both kinds of garland are from Hobby Lobby. And I just love layering a bunch of different pines, so different types of pines, the cypress and the cedar and all of that. I just think it really elevates and makes your space look more high-end to add in several layers of that greenery. I also added in some eucalyptus here, and then of course the hanging bells just really finished off the mantle look. Now my Christmas tree, guys, of course we have the reds and the velvets, and then we also have some green velvet. But I always like to incorporate the birth of Jesus into all of my Christmas decor in every single room of my house. So while this room is leaning more toward the nostalgic side this year and the traditional Christmas with Santa Claus and all of that, I also wanted to incorporate the birth of Jesus, and I did that through these cute little ornaments that just gave the many different names of Jesus and what he's called. And I will link those as well in the description for you guys so that you can order some next year for Christmas. Now, this King of Christmas tree is so full and so real-like that I really didn't need a whole lot of ornaments this year. I know Christmas trees in the past, they've had big gaps in them and you could kind of see through them. With this tree, there was none of that. This tree is also pre-lit with 800 lights. I did add some more lights to this Christmas tree just to give it some extra twinkle and sparkle. But overall, you don't have to add any lights to it if you don't want to. These lights, as you can see here, are dancing. There are 8 different settings, and there is a remote that comes with your King of Christmas tree, so that you can adjust the lights to dance to whatever rhythm that you would like. Now, aside from my red and green traditional nostalgic colors, I also wanted to bring in that gold nostalgic Christmas feel. But then I also added some neutral and a lot of wood tones to my tree this year. As I'm a very neutral person, you guys know that by the decor in my home. But I also wanted to just kind of keep that neutral tone in this tree as well. Now, one thing I did do different this year is I took some grapevine wreaths and I pulled them apart, and I was able to, as you can kind of see here, I was able to take pieces of those grapevine wreaths and kind of drag them around the tree, so to speak, and tuck them in and out of branches. And that just really added to the rustic and the woodsy look to my Christmas tree that I like to have each year. And of course, my adorable wall mantle. I love decorating that for the seasons and the holidays. And here I just added some pines and some of those red berries. I also brought in some of my red ribbon, and my red tapered candles. And then of course, I have a statue of Mary, Joseph, and Jesus. And I just think the lights, the red velvet ribbon, and then of course the eucalyptus garland just all look so beautiful across that mantle. And then of course on a little side table here, I just put a little Bell's Nickel Santa that I found while thrifting. This guy was $4. How beautiful is he? And then of course I added some red velvet ribbon around that beautiful reindeer. Now guys, this is another favorite find that I added to my home this year. I actually purchased this light from Amazon because I got a beautiful art piece from a great friend over on Instagram, and I wanted to illuminate that art piece this year with this light. This light is battery operated, so we did not have to hardwire it, and it comes with a remote so you can adjust the settings. This beautiful piece of art is from Olive Branch Farmhouse. You guys can find her over on Instagram. She has paintings for every season and every occasion, and I love this Scottish vintage nostalgic Santa print that she sent me. Next, we're moving right along into the guest bath, guys. You know I like to decorate this space for each holiday. We did a little change up here. My husband added this new waterfall faucet, and it is a rubbed bronze, and it has a French curve and a French aesthetic look to it, which goes great in my home. But I love the waterfall feature of this faucet, and I think it just adds so much character to this space and so much charm as well, and it just really goes great with the French country aesthetic I have all throughout my home. And then, of course, I just added some leftover garlands and eucalyptus. I also took some of those red velvet bulbs from my Christmas tree and mantle, and I just placed those all across the top of this arched mirror. And guys, this arched mirror, it is also new to our bathroom. So we have 2 new pieces in the bathroom this year. And this arched mirror is from Brightify Official. So you can check them out on Instagram as well. All right, guys, next we're heading into the dining room, and I love my dining room this year because I decorated it in a gingerbread theme. And my sweet little Lucy, she helped me do all of the decorating this year. She's a little decorator, much like myself, and we had so much fun with this gingerbread tree. Valerie Madeline sent me these beautiful Christmas ornaments for my gingerbread tree. Now, guys, she has an array of ornaments, whether you love neutral decor or you love color or you have different themes. They have so many different ornaments to choose from, and I love that they sent me one that was geared toward my gingerbread themed tree this year. So it was such a joy, and it really elevated the look of this tree with all of their balls and the cute little cupcakes and the cute little gingerbread men. And this adorable little gingerbread man I kind of used as a tree topper, and that little gingerbread sign under him, I decided to put that on the tree as well instead of in the kitchen this year. And both of those items are from Hobby Lobby. Now, these cute little Santa mugs and cute little gnome mugs you're going to see on my tree here, I purchased those from Walmart a few years ago, and I absolutely love bringing them out each year. And some of these ceramic gingerbread ornaments that you see are also from Walmart. And then, of course, this ribbon, the candy striped ribbon, I purchased from Amazon. So I'll try to link as much of the items in each of my trees and each of my rooms in the description for you guys. But because I love to bake and I am a baker, I just thought it would be so fitting to have a gingerbread themed dining room this year. And I also did this last year. I didn't get to post a video, but I added a lot more to it this year. And I just love the warmth of it, the nostalgia of this room. And this is my vintage Christmas table that is in my dining room. I am loving my table this year. I have several partners that worked with me this year to help me pull off this beautiful look, and I will talk about them as we go along with this table. But I tied some ornaments from my chandelier just to kind of give my chandelier more of a Christmassy look. And then, of course, I have dried oranges and, of course, this candy cane striped ribbon as well. And then these cute little vintage Christmas flashcards are from Joy Grace Home Designs. You guys head over on to Instagram and check her out and give her a follow as well. You probably saw her flashcards in my Thanksgiving and fall home tour as well, but she has some beautiful vintage items. Now, the showstopper for my table this year are these beautiful Toile de Joy ceramic dinnerware plates and dishes and cups and platters that I have, and they were sent to me from Bico Ceramics. You can also find them on Instagram, and I will link them as well, and you can find a lot of their dishware on Amazon as well. Now, the pine plates are from Hobby Lobby, and the chargers and all of that are from Hobby Lobby as well. But I love the theme and the pattern of this vintage look. It's an old-timey winterscape, kids sledding, horses and sleds and barns and little houses and picket fences, and I just love the look and the vintage look that these dishes represent on my table, and they really tie in with that nostalgic look that I'm going for all throughout my home this Christmas season. Now, those cute little napkins, guys, I folded myself. I love folding napkins for different seasons and holidays. So you can check out on one of my reels over on Instagram on how I folded that Christmas tree napkin. And I also love these flameless candles in the center of my table as well that I got from Marshall's. Now, guys, we're going to be moving right along and doing something fun. I wanted to show you guys some Grinch and snowman ornaments that I made with the kids this year. We make homemade ornaments every single year, and this year we wanted to do some Grinch and snowman ornaments just to kind of go along with our nostalgic Christmas. And I purchased all of the materials from the Dollar Tree, actually, and they turned out so cute. Now, guys, I want to take you all on a little Christmas holiday trip with us. We take our family every year to the Gaylord Opryland Resort and Hotel down in Nashville, Tennessee. Now, if you have never been there, you have to go. It is such an amazing place. So many things for kids and family to do, but Christmas time is the best. Guys, they have ice skating, they have beautiful indoor waterworks and waterfalls and light shows. Oh my goodness, there are so many Christmas lights here. If you're looking for a place to take your family to see Christmas lights, this is the place. There were riverboat rides that we took that took us all around the resort. So many restaurants. Beautiful gardens. If you love gardens and flowers, guys, all of these trees and gardens in here are real and just amazing. I could live in this place. It is my favorite place to go every single year for Christmas time. We also got to make some gingerbread cookies as a family together. That was so much fun. And the gingerbread man himself even made a guest appearance and hung out with our kids for a while, and so they really loved that as well. There was ice skating, there were bumper cars, there was snow tubing. Of course, Frosty the Snowman, the ice sculpture was open this year in a Frosty theme, so that was fun as well. There's hot chocolate, so much food, just all of the Christmas things, guys. This is your one place to go to get in all of the Christmas festivities. So you've got to check this place out. Your kids will love it. All right, friends, moving right along, we're going to head on over into the music room. You guys know this is one of my favorite rooms. And this year, I was inspired to do my music room in the Little Drummer Boy theme, and I wanted to make it into a wintry wonderland. So I added 3 trees here in front of my large window, and 1 tree was flocked but 2 weren't. So I just bought this fake snow in a can, and I flocked my other 2 trees that weren't flocked so that they would all kind of match and have that wintry wonderland look. Now I kept all of the decor in here very neutral because I wanted to do a nativity scene, and I love a neutral Christmas. So I took some burlap, I took some of that green and tan velvet ribbon, and then my kids and I a couple years ago made this beautiful sheet music strands for our Christmas tree, and I've used this for the last couple of years. I actually got the sheet music idea from my friend Andrea over at Pine and Prospect Home. I know a lot of you guys probably watch her as well. She is amazing, and I just love her ideas and her beautiful neutral home. And then of course we hung some snowflakes in the window here, and at night it's just all lit up and really does look like a winter wonderland. Of course, I put white curtains up and I puddled those in the floor along with my white tree skirt to give this area a little bit of a snowy effect. Now, I told you guys that I was inspired this year to do in this music room a Little Drummer Boy theme. I love that song because it tells about a child who had nothing to give to the king but a talent that he had. And how awesome of a story is that for us to use the talents and the gifts that the Lord has given to us to give those back to Him as a symbol of praise and worship to Him. And so across my piano, you're going to see some more of that homemade sheet music, but you're going to see these little drums that I got from Walmart hanging in the garland as well. And then I added some little snowflake lights also, just to kind of light the garland up a bit. But I loved listening to the Little Drummer Boy song over and over as I created this space this year on my piano. Then of course I have these beautiful ceramic golden reindeer, and I just tied some velvet ribbon around their necks. And then of course I have this beautiful wooden nativity scene to also bring in that Little Drummer Boy nostalgia to this space as well. And then of course here on my coffee table, I just created a cute little vignette out of some pines and pine cones and these adorable golden Christmas bells. And it's just not the holidays, guys, without an antique Candle Co. candle. They are my absolute favorite candles. And I'm so thankful that our little coffee shop here in Ohio has these candles, and I don't have to order them online or wait for them to come in. I just go grab a cup of coffee and my favorite scented candles. Now, guys, it would not be a nostalgic Christmas without some old vintage nostalgic Christmas music with Frank Sinatra and all of those older people and the Christmas carols that they sang. And I love having these older records that I can play on my record player. You guys know that I found this record player thrifting a few years back, and I just gave it a makeover with some chalk paint, and it's one of my favorite pieces here in the music room. And I love keeping all of my records in an old wicker basket that I also thrifted. Guys, I'm so glad that I get to end this video showing you guys the snow. It actually snowed here today, and I was so happy to get to capture that. But thank you guys so much for joining me for today's home tour, and I hope you gained a lot of inspiration. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, and the Prince of Peace. Isaiah 9, verse 6.